Are we truly aware of the reality around us? Different people might have different interpretations of and a great number of answers to this question. Plato, who happens to be one of the most prominent philosophers in mankind's history, also had his own answer to this question. Belonging to an age of thought and reflection, he too, like many famous men of his time, had a great interest in unraveling the truth behind the world. He produced a number of classics, amongst which The Republic is one very well recognized and studied in academic circles all over the world. In Book 7 of this particular work, Plato presents the Allegory of the Cave. In it, he portrays a scenario where a group of prisoners are chained inside a dark cave and are made to face the wall. Behind them there is a fire, and between them and the fire there are puppeteers who cast shadows on the wall in front of them. As the group of chained people have never seen anything else, and the shadows are all they know, therefore they perceive it to be the reality. Eventually, one of the prisoners is freed and turns around to see the fire and the object casting the shadows. At first, the light of the fire would be so bright as it would blind the prisoner and cause discomfort and confusion. However, as his eyes adjust, he would be able to see the true forms of the objects that were once shadows, and would realize that all he deemed to be real were merely illusions. The freed prisoner now has a certain dilemma at hand. He can either stay in the cave, surrounded by familiar illusions, and live a comfortable life, or he can venture outside into the bright light of the sun, representing truth and enlightenment. If he chooses to go outside, he will have to adjust his eyes to the brightness of the sun and go through a painful transition. Eventually he will leave the cave and emerge into the outside world, seeing things as they really and truly are, rather than mere shadows. Upon experiencing the truth of reality, he would feel compelled to return to the cave and free his fellow prisoners, sharing the knowledge and enlightenment he has gained. The other prisoners may, however, resist, clinging to familiar illusions and rejecting the newfound truth. This allegory basically symbolizes the human condition and the journey from ignorance to enlightenment. The cave represents the world of appearances, where people are chained by their limited beliefs and perceptions. The shadows cast on the wall symbolize illusions and false truths perpetuated by society and culture. The world outside the cave and the sun portray a state of understanding and realization, where a person genuinely grasps the true meaning of reality. Embarking on this journey of discovering the truth means entering the intricacies of human consciousness. It requires individuals to analyze and inspect themselves and the world around them as they have never ever done before. It means they have to go beyond the limits of normal perception and deeply contemplate the true nature of the reality. As one steps foot on the path of enlightenment, a panoramic vision unfolds, a vision that transcends the ordinary and seeks to grasp the otherwise incomprehensible. This journey represents the peak of human potential, a state where awareness ascends to unprecedented heights, shedding the shackles of conventional thought and soaring into the realm of transcendence. At its essence, enlightenment means the synthesis of wisdom, consciousness, and a profound connection to the universe. It extends an invitation to question the very nature of existence, encouraging an exploration that goes beyond where people would normally think to go. The journey commences with a monumental awakening, a moment of profound clarity where the veils of ignorance are lifted. This awakening marks the inception of liberation, a liberation from the self-imposed chains of limited understanding. It is a transformative moment where the awareness of the limitations of personal perceptions coexists with the recognition of a vast unknown waiting to be explored. Central to this journey is the unwavering commitment to the relentless pursuit of truth and knowledge. Truth and knowledge, in the sense of deeply contemplating and analyzing ancient philosophies, the guidance of wise men of olden times and even modern age scientific discoveries. Yet this journey is more than a scholarly pursuit. It is a quest for experiential knowledge, an engagement with the mysteries of existence. The sacred path to enlightenment is not a leisurely stroll through serene landscapes, but a dynamic trek, fraught with challenges and obstacles. Doubt, skepticism, and the echoes of societal conditioning emerge as formidable adversaries. testing the resilience of the seeker. It is amidst these challenges that the true capacity of an individual is forged. A capacity to transform doubt into discernment, skepticism into curiosity, and societal conditioning into a catalyst for independent thought. Navigating these challenges becomes an integral aspect of the journey, each obstacle serving as a stepping stone towards greater self-awareness and profound understanding. The seeker learns to navigate the currents of skepticism with the sails of open-minded inquiry, steering through the storm of doubt with the compass of inner conviction. The layers of egoic identity are shed like old garments, revealing the luminous essence beneath. It is a process of shedding the old self, like the molting of a butterfly, emerging from the cocoon, a process marked by vulnerability, resilience, and the emergence of a more expansive self. Ultimately, the journey of enlightenment transcends the individual, expanding into the collective realm of human consciousness. As the seeker approaches the threshold of enlightenment, he becomes a beacon of light, a luminary guiding others along the path of self-discovery and awakening. In simple terms, the journey to enlightenment is like a grand adventure, where you explore the deepest parts of yourself and discover profound truths about life. It's about growing, changing, and becoming wiser and more compassionate. Ultimately, it leads you from confusion to clarity, from darkness to light.